Welcome, everybody. This is our post-summit Diesel Nation coaching sneak peek. My name is Kristina Delgado, and I will be co-hosting this amazing sneak peek with my sister, who is my coach, Becky, and one of my favorite humans on the planet, Myra de la Cruz Valdez. And she, by the way, this is her first sneak peek, and she's nervous. But we're going to be gentle on her, right? Like, we're going to support her because that's what we do. We support people in the pursuit of their dreams. And I know that a few weeks ago when I asked Myra, hey, would you like to host a sneak peek with me? She died a little bit, but what we do here is we level up, and she said, why not me? Let's do this. And so she's ready to rock and roll. So I'm really, really excited to hear Myra's story and for you guys to hear Myra's story and what we do as coaches. I'm going to be covering my story and what this night means to you, and my sister Becky, she's going to be talking about one of those topics that I think you need to hear. It's all the objections, the things that are lingering in your head, all the questions, all the misconceptions, the mistakes that people make when we talk about businesses like this, and then what would be that next step for you guys. So let me go ahead and share my screen because we do have a very short presentation to share with you guys. Thumbs up if you can see that. Want to make sure it's there. Everybody sees that? All right. So like I said, my name's Kristina Delgado. These are my absolute favorite calls to host. We host a ton of calls. We do these, we do team trainings, which you're going to hear a little bit about tonight. We do all kinds of things on Zoom. And like we were just chatting before we started, like everybody knows how to use Zoom now, so it's really exciting. But I have been coaching for now almost 10 years. Next month is my 10-year coaching anniversary. We just celebrated my sister's 10-year coaching anniversary. And hands down, coach info sessions, coaching sneak peeks are my favorite. And the reason why is because I know, and I have now the benefit of hindsight of what saying yes to an opportunity like this, and I wouldn't say like this opportunity can do in someone's life. When I became a coach 10 years ago, I was an attorney. I was a new attorney. I had been practicing for about 3 years. My husband, Danny, and I had started our family. My daughter was 2 and my son was 4 months old when Becky decided to begin her coaching career after having done P90X and Insanity, which you guys probably have heard of. And she inspired me, plain and simple. Just watching her level up in her fitness and regain her confidence and regain her identity with our at-home fitness programs, they really inspired me to say, like, I can do this too. Like, if she is this busy working mom, just like me, with like 0 time on her hands, and she was able to do this and get happy again after having kids, I said, you know, I could see myself in that. I could see myself in her and in her work ethic. And I said, all right, let's do this. But when she became a coach, she hit the ground running, and she'll talk about that. For me, I didn't. I hesitated. I didn't want to pursue the business. And it's simply because I just didn't know enough. And I wasn't in the right mindset to say, yeah, let's go for it all in, despite the fact, and Becky and I have very similar stories in this respect, despite the fact that at the time, from the outside looking in, I seemingly had it all, right? We had a nice house. I had 2 kids. I had an awesome career. I was an attorney at a great law firm in Miami. But on the inside, what most people didn't know, what only like my intimate family knew, my sister and my parents, is that we were drowning in debt. I had $80,000 worth of law school loans, $40,000 in credit card debt. My husband overnight lost a real estate investment business, and we were losing our home, amongst other things. And it's the story of 10 years ago, right? And we look now, fast forward 10 years, we're in this, you know, other chaotic time with COVID and the pandemic and all the things that are going on. And I see my story like kind of coming back to life, because back then it was that chaos for us of being so financially constrained and not knowing, like, how in the world does one regroup from this? How do you get ahead when you think you've done everything right, right? I checked all the freaking boxes. I went to undergrad, did great, got into law school, did great, got the job, did great. And here I am, like a disaster, like financial disaster. And I never could see the light at the end of the tunnel until Becky became a coach and she invited me to an event. And I share this story often. It's my story about going to an event despite being a little bit hesitant to go. It's a little bit different for you guys because we're in front of a computer screen and you're not there live, but I went there live. And this event is called Super Saturday. Once you become a coach, you'll hear all about that. But she invited me. I still wasn't too into the notion of building a business, but I had already started like just building my transformation story and losing weight and gaining my energy. Shakeology is what changed my life. The commitment to drinking that shake every single day is why I am here right now, is why 10 years later, I still like literally got home today, ran to my neighbor's house and like, do you have my Shakeology? Because I love it and need it so much in my life. And it was that belief that started festering within me that then kind of came to a head at this event. And I now label that event my coaching sneak peek, right? The day that everything kind of opened up for me and I said, and I listened, and even though I was nervous and didn't know what I was getting myself into, I just opened my heart and my mind to doing something different. And it all came together. It was all solidified in the notion that what I was hearing from the people that were in this event were these success stories. And it wasn't this like, you know, I'm a bazillionaire, you know, presentation and you need to sign up to do this. No, it was stories of people that did the products, right? Committed to like back then it was P90X and Insanity and those products and drinking Shakeology and losing 60 pounds, 70 pounds, regaining their health. And from there, they went and started building a business, and I could get behind that. And right away, something inside of me started changing. And I was like, if they can, I can. And I can see how my life can literally be transformed if I just went all in with this business. And so I did that, you guys. 10 years ago on a day just like this, I sat and I listened and I said, why not me? I said, I want it all, and I'm going to use this opportunity not only to help change my life and my health. I was not the picture of health back then, but I'm also going to use the opportunity to start climbing out of where we were financially. And I could see that, and I could see us on the trips, because those are really fun. Like, you got to see yourself on the, like, you could see all the trips that we've done here and all, you know, the retreats and the cruise up at the top and all of that. Like, all of that is something that I had been missing in my life. I didn't, and I'm going to have to try to find someone to mute. I don't know who it is. I can't see who is unmuted, but if you can mute yourself, please, I would greatly appreciate that. And I didn't know I was missing these things. Can I get an amen on that? Myra, Becky, Jesse, like all my coaches, like I didn't know I was missing the fun. I didn't know I was missing that rush of recognition that when someone, you know, when you do something good, that someone cheers you on. I didn't know that I was missing the ability to travel as much as I did when I started traveling with Beachbody and going on all these trips that you earn just by helping other people while helping yourself. And it was life-changing. And so my part tonight is very short. I'm here to tell you that you belong here. You belong here with us, living your best life, living your healthiest life. Becky and I love to refer to this opportunity as a commitment to being fit for life. Like, who doesn't want that? With the incredible dynamic that we have with Team Beachbody, we partner with Team Beachbody. We're not employed by Team Beachbody. We're partnered with Team Beachbody, and they're the ones that produce and give us all these amazing programs. Like right now, Becky's going to talk about Muscle Burns Fat. In just a few months, we have our first ever running and weightlifting program. And then right on the heels of that is a program that's gonna blow your mind called 9-Week Control Freak that we just learned about, that Becky and I are actually doing right now in a secret private test group that's changing our lives. Like, all of this is at your fingertips to be able to share with other people. So this is my happy face. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I hope that in the next 30 minutes, because we're going to try to keep this to 30 minutes, that you allow yourself to see yourself within our stories, to dream big for your life. You know, right now, I didn't share kind of what the end result of that going all in, what it means and looks like in my life, but I no longer practice law. I'm blessed to be home with my kids. Marley is now 12, DJ is now 10. I've seen them grow up because of this opportunity. Did I want to retire from the practice of law? Ask anyone on my team that was with us way back when. The answer was always no. I never saw myself wanting to leave, but this business, it opens your eyes to a lot of things, including, you know, personal development is one of those things that you do, and you start to grow, and you do start to change, and you do start to see your life in a different lens when you're exposed to new things and risk and reward that you never thought possible. And so I'm home now. I'm in the best shape of my life. Like, and I've said that it's crazy because like every year I say that about in the last 10 years, like every year there's a program that comes along and I'm like, I'm in the best shape of my life. And then another program, I'm like, I'm in the best shape of my life. Like, who doesn't want that kind of vitality? And that's part and parcel to being a Team Beachbody coach, and being a Team Beachbody coach on our team, which is Diesel Nation, which is like the best team ever. I'm a little bit biased, but it's the truth, because we lead by the motto of family first, and that's what we want for everybody coming in. So I'm done. I'm going to turn it over to Myra, who's going to share a little bit about her story and what we do as coaches.
Thank you, Christina. So actually, I just celebrated my 7-year anniversary with Beachbody. So I just realized that earlier today. It's kind of weird how fast it flew by. So I was invited to Beachbody because, not for the opportunity, but I was one of those yo-yo dieters. So I had all these medical conditions that I would try to fix with, you know, the pills and the diets and everything. I just was a very unhappy person. But on the outside, I was always smiling, and you always see me smiling. So it was just something that I just kind of kept to myself, and I didn't know how to help myself. So the opportunity of drinking Shakeology, believe it or not, I mean, Shakeology, they won't tell you that they help medically with a lot of things, but they really significantly helped me. I was a chronic anemic. I was doing IV infusions every 4 weeks, and I would have to take pills constantly. I was diagnosed as obese. I was on borderline medication for high blood pressure as well, since that runs high in my family. So once I started, it took 5 months because, you know, we constantly say no until we decide, okay, I'm just all in, I'm just gonna do it and say yes. I started drinking Shakeology every day, and I still drink it every day. And I have not taken an iron pill. I have not been on an infusion. I am not considered obese. I've lost 40 pounds and kept it off for 7 years, and no longer am a threat to be on any high blood pressure medication, which is amazing. But I signed up as a discount coach, and I was just like, I'm just gonna get the discount and use the product. And literally a week to the day that I signed up, I was told about a coach sneak peek like this, but it was a phone call because we didn't have Zoom back then, that Kristina was gonna give. And I was like, sure, why not? I'll just listen in just because, you know. And if you hear her passion and you hear how much she loves Beachbody and she truly believes in it, and it's just so infectious that I was just completely absorbed into that passion, and I couldn't put the phone down. I was like in my sister's basement. Everybody was having dinner upstairs, and I'm just listening there like, oh my God, this is amazing. And she said the words, why not you? And that was it for me. I was just like, why not me? And so my background is in public health. I've been a state worker for 25 years, and I'm a true believer in helping the community through health and fitness. And so I decided to go all in, not really for the business, but to help my community. And I have this passion to make sure that we kind of stop all of the diseases that are able to be stopped through health and fitness and nutrition. And it's so, it kind of blows my mind, especially now through COVID-19. And I live in New York, so just seeing it firsthand and how the impact the pandemic had to the community and how important health and fitness is right now is just amazing. What we have, everyone needs. And it's like, if you don't share this, it's almost like doing a disservice, because this is truly what is going to help our community. And I'll keep saying that, I'll keep sharing that, because I truly believe it. So I have 2 boys. My boys are right now 23 and 21. My oldest is in the Army, he's a combat medic, and my youngest is in college. So I'm an empty nester, and I'm still a state worker, and I love what I do. So my passion as being a coach is sharing. So it's about community. That is what keeps me here. The community of this team, the community of all of Beachbody is what keeps me involved, and it keeps me passionate about this. But it's amazing to be able to earn an income from this, just from sharing. And that's all I do. Every day I just share the opportunity. So as you can see on the screen, that's what we do as coaches. One of the first things is becoming your best self. And by becoming your best self, as you can see some of the pictures of the transformations, this is one of those companies that they don't say, just go out and sell. Just go out and sell the product. We don't care if you use it. No, you have to be proof of the product, because the products do work. And how can you really go out there and promote something? I was one of those. I don't promote anything unless I truly believe in it. And this is something that I truly and wholeheartedly believe in, because they do work. And so I hate going down the list, but I'm just going to go down. So it says to shine your light out for others. When I decided to go all in with this, I just started sharing. I just started telling my sisters, I told my friends, I'm like, come on guys, let's just do this together. Let's do this together. Let's do it as a community. Let's do it as friends, so we can get better and healthier and stronger together. And then I just kept sharing on. And every day I still do that. I still reach out to my friends. I still reach out to my sisters and my cousins. And it's once you start being surrounded people who, once you start changing physically, your mind starts changing. There's a mindset shift, and the positivity that comes from it is something that you just want to like exude and give out to others. So I am not the same person I was 7 years ago. I was in a very negative mindset that sometimes I look at my Facebook now, back in 7 years ago, I was always negative. I was complaining about commuting. I was complaining about the trains. And now the first thing I do is think about what my gratitude is for the day. What am I grateful for? The world hasn't changed. There is still so much problems. There's still so much, I mean, I've been home since March in this pandemic. So things have gotten worse at some point. But at the same time, I think, you know, it's a blessing to be alive, and I want to share that with others. We need to be a positive force in this world and be inspiring and empowering. So I feel like you share that with others, and it lifts others up, and helping others do the same. So I've had the pleasure and the benefit of having friends become coaches in my team, and I just guide them and help them to do the same thing. Is just go out there and just share your truth and share your honesty and be authentic and just do what you love. And when you share that authentic self, it just kind of brings people in, and they start doing the same thing. And it's almost like this ripple effect that goes out. So what would you like to do to earn an extra $800? It's very simple. I'm not going to read out all the numbers. I'm not a mathematician. I'm a public health person. So I'm not going to go into the math and everything. But if you can think about just each month, I'm going to help 3 people. I'm just going to share what I love to do. I'm going to invite them to join me. Let's get healthy together. Let's get this challenge. Let's do this for fun. And then the next month you get 3 new people. And like, come on, let's do this together. It's like, you start building this community. And within those communities, they even start building communities themselves. So I've had the amazing benefit of having challenge groups where some of my challengers start becoming, you know, coaches without even realizing they're coaches. They start encouraging others, they start inspiring, they start posting, and it's a ripple effect that you create. So Success Club is when you help 3 people a month and you enroll them with a challenge pack, which is Shakeology and one of the workout programs or Beachbody on Demand, and you earn money from selling the challenge packs. So if you do achieve Success Club for the first 3 months, you become a Success Club starter, and you can earn a ticket to Summit, like what we had last week, and that's $250 ticket. And I was actually one of the people who earned my Success Club starter. I got the Summit ticket. I was in that initial group that they started. So I went for free, and it was one of the most amazing experiences ever. So hopefully next year, sign up, guys, so you can join us next year in St. Louis, because it's going to be epic. And another thing that I constantly think about is this is one of the rare companies that you can actually earn an income almost immediately, like the day after you sign up. You can just share your story, you can invite people to join you, and before you know it, you're starting earning an income that can cover your Shakeology for a month. And that's how I initially started. I just wanted it to cover my Shakeology every month. I wasn't really looking to make extra. And then after a while, it started like building my little nest egg, and I was able to provide for my kids to apply to different schools, to buy like textbooks for college. And I was able to pay for my Wi-Fi bill, which is skyrocket now, for my telephone bill, for all these little things that we don't think about. But once you start having that extra cushion, it's just such an incredible blessing that you're thinking, why can't I do this?
Awesome. You know, one thing I love, Myra, that was perfect. One thing I love about this opportunity is the friendships that are forged. And just a little side note before Becky takes off with all of these things that I know you guys want to hear about. 2 years ago, or a year ago, I don't even know what month it is anymore, but I was in New York with my family, and I'm like, Myra, you at work? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm in Lower Manhattan, come down. And I got to hug her, and it was like the most amazing thing. Like, without this opportunity, I wouldn't know all these people, Myra in New York. I wouldn't know all these people all over the United States, Canada, the UK, France. And I just think that it's one of those things, right? We talk about the fitness, and we talk about the income, and we talk about the community, and Myra talked about challenge groups, but the networking and the relationships are like second to none. And you never know who is already on our team or is going to join our team that could eventually become your best friend, or someone that helps you at some point. Like, how many times have I needed help in something, and someone from even another team will help me with that, or whatever it is. I mean, Avi, one of the coaches that is in New York as well, when I got to New York, the first thing she did was like, hey, I can drive you guys around. And I'm like, this is the coolest thing, how people we're just so helpful. And I don't know, it's just real special. So, all right, Becky, go, take it over.
All right, well, thank you guys. Myra, you did a great job. Way to go. Guys, so my name is Becky Brose, and yes, last Monday night, I celebrated 10 years as a Beachbody coach. So meaning Diesel Nation is 10 years old. I'm super, super proud, and thinking back on this decade, I definitely am not the same person that I was 10 years ago. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but I think I'm going to intertwine all these objections into my story. So 10 years ago, like my sister said, our stories have a lot of similar beginnings. We were both professionals. I actually was a estimator, a professional estimator for a construction company. My kids were 2 under 2. They're only a year apart. So my hands were full, married to Larry. And, you know, we were doing our thing, checking the boxes, just like Christy said. My parents said, go to college, get a degree, get a good job, check, check, check. And both of us had great jobs, me and my husband too, and we weren't surviving. And that upset me so much that we're here doing all the things and we were drowning in debt. Our house was, the mortgage adjusted. Remember back then when all the adjustable mortgages, yeah, it doubled. And we were like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Borrowing money from our parents, living off credit cards, and on top of that, construction took a huge hit during the financial collapse of the markets. very similar, like Christy said. I've thought about this over and over. The coronavirus and the quarantine has just, it's like, it brings back so many memories of, one, my postpartum depression, because you feel like you're isolated and you feel so alone, and that whole like, you know, you're like wondering what is going on in my life. Fitness fixed that for me, and then coaching fixed the financial issues. So I was a customer to start for 2 years, actually 12 years. When I finished 9-week Control Freak this week, it'll be my 30th Beachbody program that I've completed. And I never stopped. And that's where the biggest change happened, was with my fitness journey. I gained all this confidence and I wanted more out of life. And yet I was super unhappy at work. And I prayed for an opportunity. I just prayed that something could change, because I was tired of leaving my future in someone else's hands. And that's when the coaching opportunity fell in my lap. And I am not like a risk taker, so I thought about it for 4 days. And during the 4 days, a lot of these objections started to come up in my mind. And the first one that I'm going to say is, I was like, well, I'm not going to go in order of this list. The whole thing with, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a lot of time. Am I even going to be good at this? I mean, all those questions as I was filling out the application on my computer at work but all the negative stuff started to come up. And I really made a decision, a life-changing decision at that moment, and said, but instead of looking at it as, what if I fail? How about I'll just figure it out? This is obviously an opportunity. I love fitness. I don't know what this company is about. I just know that I believe in the product so much. My body had transformed completely. I had completely transformed my mind, and I was ready to just try something new that could potentially change the direction of my life. So I didn't have a huge following. Was brand new to Facebook, as a matter of fact. So I had probably like 200 followers. I didn't even know how to use Facebook. All I did was post like, working out now. That was I've seen my post from back then. I'm like, oh my God, what was that? But I just used that time to really accountability, right? So I didn't even worry about that. I said, I'll figure it out. The time issue, guys, I was working a full-time job, probably 50 hours a week. I would get to work super early and with 2 kids. But you know what? I can't tell you that this is not going to take time. It takes time, because if you are really invested and you are committed, not interested, but committed to making this a thing, to help you earn an income, to get fit and healthy, you're going to have to cut out the Netflix binging and the scrolling and the shopping online, and replace those pockets of time with Beachbody work time. And that's what I did. I am not the best at time management. I've never claimed to be. I am one of those people that are like, squirrel, and there she goes off to do something different. I just used all the pockets of time. I got up early. I went to, well, no, I'm not gonna say I went to sleep late, because everybody knows that I would turn into a pumpkin at 8:30 at night, because I was waking up at 4:45. But I worked. I would listen to calls in the car. I would work through lunch. I would work as soon as the kids went to sleep for 30 minutes. I just used up all the time that I had extra to push my business forward. It's a decision. So you don't need to have all the time in the world, and we obviously need you to be present at your job or at home and do all those things, but there is time for this. We've made time. My sister made time. I made time. It was a priority to me. I don't want to be salesy, so don't. That's what I'm just going to say. So don't. Like Myra said, and my sister said, we are here to inspire. And we inspire through taking action in our own lives. That means you show up for your workouts, you show up for your community, and you talk to people about what you are doing and why you love it. This is not a sell a shake and run off into the sunset with your commission type of thing. This is, I am going to inspire this person into action. I'm going to show them that these are the products that they need to change their lives. And then I'm going to mentor them through the process. When you approach it as, this is what is changing my life and I love it so much and I want you to do this with me, it's not salesy, because you really are putting heart into it. I'm not at my fitness goal. Well, I didn't have that issue. I was at my fitness goal, but you don't need that to be successful. There are coaches of all shapes and sizes who are successful at every, you know, where they are in their journey of fitness. Again, invite people. The way I see it, if you're not at your goal, I think we're always making progress. As a matter of fact, I also say after every program, I'm at the tip-top shape, but I love that we are always making progress. Like, that is what is so special, that we're never just topping it off at, this is where I'm staying. No, we're always looking to improve something else. And that gives you the opportunity to say, you know what? I still am working towards that, you know, that whatever it is, that goal is to get into a size 6 or whatever it may be. But you know what? I want us to do it together. We're a community, and it would be so cool if you would do it with me. Use that kind of language to inspire your friends and your family to jump into the community and just have your own tribe, your own fit family working every day to make progress. And that's what makes it so much fun, is to do this with people that you love. It's too expensive. Well, I think it's not. There is no price that you can put on your health. You either, the way I see it, you either pay now or you're gonna pay later with bad health, with medical expenses, with time spent in doctor's offices, and not only that, with the heartache that is put on the family. And we've experienced this, and it stinks, because you do have the decision right now to put value on your health. I mean, I'll put it very bluntly. I see people say it's too expensive, but then they'll stand in line for 3 days to buy an iPhone that costs $1,000. It's priorities. And for me, my priority is to be around a long, long time for my family. And I want to be active. I want to be able to run around and do all the crazy things that my sons do. And so for me, you can't put a price on this. And the way that we have transformed because of these products shows the immense value behind showing up for yourself every single day. It's just a matter of really teaching people that this is what they need to catapult their lives to another level. Did I go through all of them? And how do I motivate? By showing up, by being a product of the product, by you being the example, by being consistent, by sharing every single day what you're doing to work on yourself. I mean, just be the leader. Be a leader. And no, you don't have to know everything about our products. And no, you don't have to have abs. And no, you don't have to be a personal trainer nor a nutritionist, because Beachbody gives us all the tools. They have professionals that are designing all these things for us to be able to then inspire and lead other people through the process. The beauty is that we learn from each other. And I think that's what makes it so effective, that we are not just dumping stuff or like products in people's laps and having them go figure it out. No, we're figuring it out together. And I didn't even finish my story, but I did. I got sidetracked with but just know that I signed up as a coach, and like my sister said, I did hit the ground running because I was very passionate about teaching other women that they could feel their best too. That was where I was coming from. And I also wanted to earn a part-time income to supplement, to be able to just to alleviate some of the stress. And my initial goal was $50 a week to help pay for diapers. And that goal gave me the roadmap, and I kept showing up and I kept doing it, and I kept inspiring more people. And then my sister got inspired, and we started building a team together. And within 3 years, with a lot of hard work, a lot of consistency, a lot of ups and downs and mistakes and triumphs, I was able to retire from construction. Insert the Beachbody disclaimer, because we worked really damn hard. It doesn't fall out of the sky. And, you know, we were able to build this incredible life in 10 years because I said yes. Because I said yes. I said yes to P90X, and then I said yes to the coaching opportunity. So the power of yes can transform your entire life. So what now? So we're going to talk about your options to start. And I think it's the most beautiful time right now in Beachbody history to start. And we have seen everything in 10 years, but we have never seen the momentum and the power of community that we have right now. People are excited. We are excited, we're motivated, and we're ready to pour love into you. So we're gonna show you now, and my screen is doing something weird. It's jumping up and down everywhere. I can't, do you want to, can you move to the next one?
Yep. Okay, you want me to move to the next one? Okay.
Yeah. All right, so MBF, that is what's hot right now, guys. And Megan Davies, the trainer, she's from South Florida. She is right here in our neck of the woods. She is amazing. And this program is for everybody because, you know, there's a modifier. This is not like insanity back in the day where it was like crazy all the time. No, this is something that you can start as a modifier. You can work your way up. And the beauty of this is, this is a killer deal. Again, something that I've never seen in 10 years is the deal that Beachbody is providing on these packages to sign up as a coach. You have the Shakeology Challenge Pack. So if you've never bought from Beachbody before, these are the packs that you would need. You get the free coach sign up, which is a $40 value. On top of that, you are getting Shakeology. On the first #1 option, you're getting a year of Beachbody on demand. You know what that means to me? That you're gonna invest in yourself for a year. That you're not only gonna do MBF, but then you're gonna keep going. You're gonna do another round, and then we're gonna help you pick another program, and you're gonna keep moving forward, ensuring that you're making progress every day, because we are here to be fit for life. But on top of that, just to sweeten the pot, they are giving you for free the digital access to Ultimate Portion Fix and To Be Mindset, our two amazing nutrition programs. Because at the end of the day, guys, and I talk about a lot about this, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm always talking about the nutrition. That's where the magic happens. And we have two amazing, we have Autumn Calabrese and Alana Molstein, who have designed two different programs for you to implement into your journey. Guys, those are worth $100 each if you were to buy them separately. So that's a $200 value right there. This to me is where you should start, but the best one is the deluxe, because again, you need the products. You need to feel good while you're doing this. And Shakeology to me is health in a glass. It's a non-negotiable. A lot of people are spending $10 or more on Starbucks every day and have no nutritional value. Shakeology is exercise for your insides. That's what I say. Because if you want the outside to look good, the inside has to be functioning properly. And that's what Shakeology does. On top of that, you're going to be sore. I'm just going to put it out there. You're going to be sore. So you're going to need Recover, which is going to help your body reduce soreness, to bounce back quicker, and then Energize. Guys, I mean, come on. Everybody drinks Energize. That is mommy power juice. It's go-go juice. It's whatever you want to call it, but it is energy in a glass, and that's what we all need. Like, I literally took it like at 5 o'clock because I just needed to refocus my day, and it is magic. So that is the best investment. I don't know what the total savings is because I can't see it because my screen is jumping up and down. But that one is the best investment. You're getting mega savings, and you get to sign up as a coach for free. Plus, if you're going to be a coach, you need to be consuming the products, because how on earth are you going to share the power of Shakeology if you are not drinking the Kool-Aid yourself? It's 10 years for me. 10 years of Shakeology in my home. My kids drink it. Obviously, my sister and her family drink it. My parents drink it. We have been shouting it from the rooftops since day one, because it is just that good, and we all need it. So those are the packs. If you've already bought and you're a challenger and you're already in our community, please speak to the person who invited you to this call so they can let you know about the completion packs. But this is what you want. Oh, and you're getting the bod ropes. I should have said that, and the containers, which, hello, we need that. So that is where you're going to start. And we really, right now, what I want to say is, this is an opportunity for you to change your life. This is not like a job interview where now you start fearing all the things. I don't want you to think about all the things that could go wrong, or I don't want you to think about that. Let's shift the mindset. What if this goes right? What if you jump into the community and get amazing results? What if you can build this business and supplement your income? What if you succeed? You never know unless you say yes. And the time is now. We have the training groups. We have we have all the information. We've done the work. We will pass it on to you. We're not gonna bombard you with stuff, but we do want you to start thinking about the people in your life right now. 5 people. Can you think of 5 people right now that you can invite to do MBF with you? Sign them up with the same exact pack and start your own fit family. That is how you're gonna build that commission stream that Myra was talking about, and it's how you're gonna feel accountable to your own tribe. Because I'm telling you, it's more powerful when you have someone in your ear every single day saying, hey, let's go work out. Hey, what was your nutrition like today? You're going to see it through when we do this together. Was that it?
I feel like I can just end the call right there. That was enough. I will say this about the MBF packs, because we do have insider information, and I don't want you guys to hesitate. I want you to jump in, especially if you're coming in with this program. And the reason why is one of the amazing things that has happened during this time. And it's always weird. On sneak peeks, I'm always a little hesitant to use words like, it's a great time for Team Beachbody, because I understand we're not remiss to what's happening in the world, and it is crazy. But the demand is incredibly high for us. And the unfortunate part of that demand is that we are going on back order for a few of these things. Like the bod ropes have been on back order. Some of our recover products like vegan chocolate recover. But I also know that the containers are even starting to raise red flags about. So what do I want? What am I trying to tell you is, let's go. Let's do it now before the back orders start to hit, so that you can get set up to get started as soon as possible. And of course, you can get started as soon as possible, because even if you don't have your bod ropes, you have access to the program. You have access to Beachbody On Demand. You have access to 2B Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix as soon as you buy, so you can get started. But I wanted to note that, because this is what's happening in the company right now. This is the momentum that has been generated by people staying home and focusing on their fitness and building businesses to supplement income. We're benefiting from that in all that stream, but the company is having a hard time keeping up, especially with other, our suppliers being impacted by COVID. All right, you guys, we are like right on time. We went over just a little bit, but I want you guys to dream. I want you guys not to think small. I don't want you to think of, just coming in and getting fit. That is a part of this. That is what we basically require you to do that. Right? To come in and be healthy and be fit and get results. That forms the foundation of your business. But what if you allowed yourself to dream and then took massive action towards those dreams? Like, we are proof that it is transformative when someone does that. And what's cool is that it's just a decision, right? Tonight you have a decision to join us, and then you have a decision of what you're going to do with this opportunity. And we want you to take it, and we want you to run with it, because we are seeing coaches now earning incomes and supplementing their families' incomes and being able to make ends meet when they thought they couldn't. And seeing that from a mentor, and I know my sister feels the same way, is the most rewarding thing that we've experienced in 10 years. And we want you guys to have that same experience. So tonight, speak to the person that invited you to this call, or who sent you the link to this call. Talk about what's your best way to get set up, regardless of what situation, whether you're brand new or already have Beachbody On Demand, or maybe you already have your challenge pack. Like, how do we get you going so that we can team up, we can partner up, and we could start working on your vision for your life, right? Not only in the short term, but in the long term. So you guys, we hope you enjoyed this presentation. I will share the recording, coaches, for everyone that couldn't come on live. But if you are not a coach and you're listening to this, or maybe a new coach, like I'm looking at Emilia, I see her going, thinking, should I go for it? The answer is yes. Let's go for it, you guys. I can't wait to welcome you to Diesel Nation. Have a great night. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Myra. Myra, you were freaking awesome. You guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.